he really smacked my butt, and I was, oh, that's disgusting,
You
and I feel
know,
so frustrated.
Bruna, you might laugh about this, but that happened to me in the street. Like a woman grabbed my butt, and actually, when I say that, everyone laughs, and it's okay. I laugh it
Yeah,
off.
go.
Really, really, I rather laugh about it. But
Sorry.
really, I swear to
Yeah,
God,
I'm
it
so
happened.
sorry.
But it was like really weird, and that was like the first time. And actually, it wasn't like that long ago. It was like 5 years ago or something. And I
Yeah,
was like,
like,
and it depends. I know for a woman it's super dramatic because
yeah,
it's like
because
like the top of the iceberg. There's a whole other things that are involved about this disadvantage. But when it happened to me, I remember thinking, okay, wait, I feel super awkward, super uncomfortable, to be honest. But then I thought, I suck it up, just keep on going. But because if I make drama about it, I will get nowhere. And what can you do about it? Here in
Yeah,
Chile, we have a
that's
lot
the
of
thing.
foreigners with really different culture. And actually, the two weird situations that happened to me in the street was with two foreigners back then. It was with this woman, and another time it was at the bus station when I was a student, but she didn't do anything. She started like talking to me like in a horny way, and I thought, what? What's happening? And I saw this woman who she was it was really awkward.
yeah,
But she
but
started like saying really horny shit. It was like, what? And then I just keep on. I didn't even talk to her. Like I pretended like she didn't exist. But
yeah,
it
but
happens as
imagine
well. And I try to laugh it off because I don't want to make drama about it, but it happens. Believe it or not, it's
imagine if
happened.
it was a man, and if that man grab your package, then you'll feel
Yeah, yeah.
how
Actually, I feel about it.
invasive it is for a woman when a man touches without our permission.
I would say it's more. Sometimes it's like in this perspective, it's kind of more I mean, it's hard to really compare, but like culturally, it's kind of like when guys harass girls. It's like it's of course it's, but it's like when the roles reverse. There is like I don't know. There's a stigma or something like that to talk about it for some reason, and it happens. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
It's
think I think it's
obviously.
that men are strong physically more in advantage. So even if a woman touch him, she doesn't represent a really big risk that he can't stand. But we
No,
women,
I
we
don't
can't
think
stand
so
when
because
men try to, what I
Yeah.
mean.
I
I
I
think
want to
it's because of
share with you. I want to share with you some situation that happened with my best friend. And she figured out this kind of situation in a different way that maybe we could that kind of actions could show us another way to see this situation. We was in the party and the last Christmas party of the company, and the owner and the CEO of the company tried to give to no try no he kissed her and in front of everyone, everybody when we were dancing, and he was expecting her and taking her and look for her. She can talk with anyone, especially if the person was a man, because he sent another person who say, come on here, because the CEO need to talk with you. So when the party was over, she go out, and she was crying a lot because she felt awful, and obviously she felt awful. But with the time, she said, if I don't, if I can figure out this situation is going is going to happen to me again and again and again. So if I give up, I quit from my job. This is the easy way to say. This is the easy way to give up of this kind of lesson that life wants to give me. So she decided to stay in the company and and decide to talk with him and show him that she doesn't want to stay with him, and she's not going to quit at her job. If she's going to go, is because the boss or the CEO is going to say goodbye. O sea, no more. And this situation happening maybe 5 years ago, 7 years ago, and she's still in the company, and the CEO now respect her because the attitude that she has, that she has with him was, you are not going to do with me anything that I don't want that happen with me. And was so hard for her, but it's a lesson that she managed in the way that maybe you are weak with this kind of situation and you need to be stronger. So maybe could be a way to learn different things about life.
Yeah, that's
She was so strong.
Sorry, I have to leave for 30 minutes. I have to take out my dogs. Olga, can you make Daria host?
Of course.
See
For
you,
sure.
I'll be back. Last Terminator.
Waiting for you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Margarita, I don't know if that's how I pronounce your name right. Your friend is so strong. I don't know if other people can be strong as her, but is an example. She was not afraid at all. Here in Brazil, we have a part of the subway that is just for women, and just for that happen, it shows how problematic it is. Guys, Olga, there is some people that are raising their hands. I'm sorry. I'm gonna continue. So it's there's a video that go viral in Brazil that a guy trying to enter in this part of subway and all the women kick him out. It was so powerful, go the fuck way out, because we're not want you here, you don't belong here. We want to be safe. This was something that touched me. And again, Margarita, your friend was an example.
No, and this situation was so hard for her. And in my case, she's my best friend. She told me a year after a year, maybe that kind, because she felt so bad and disappointed, and she doesn't know how figure out with this situation. And even my advice for her was, come on, you need to quit this job. You could find another job. And the way that she said was, no, life is teaching me something. And that is the way that we need. And she taught me that kind of things. Like when we have this kind of situation, and when we felt angry or disappointed, it's something that we need to figure out in our life, in our own life. It's not it's the fault of another person, another guy, but it's an instrument that life put in our lives to show what needs to improve in our life. It's a different way to see the life and understand the life, but works, really works, and it's better because you improve yourself. Is the best way. It's really good. It's really good. It's really good.
It's so there is at least some positive outcome of the terrible situation that happened, and yeah, it's yeah, but I was thinking like about what Bruna said. So about the let's say like guys and girls when it comes to these situations, and like males and females, okay, more than guys and girls. I think like of course the guy and it poses like more threat because he's like he's stronger than a girl, like on average. But I would say the societal pressure still is. It's hard to say which makes it like more dangerous or difficult, but I would say societal pressure like like I would say dismisses more like the cases when it comes to guys. So I'm not sure really like how it should be like yeah, I think it's just I'm sorry for being like so all over the place with what I'm saying. It's just I'm thinking of my experiences, and what really like hurt me in a way was because like also like apart from that situation, I was I don't know how to say that in English, but I was like sexually harassed when I was like 12. And I do remember the things that nobody told my parents. Like, I mean, people were in this situation and nobody just told anything. And it's not even that bad situation that happened. It's just like the people are silent about it. And I think that this, yeah, thank you. I mean, I'm alright with it right now. Like it was a long time ago, and let's say I don't feel like pain talking about it. But like really, what hurt me in that situation was like I didn't know what was happening, but everybody was silent about it. So I think like from the guy's perspective, who experiences like or boys or who experience that sort of behavior from other people, it's more difficult to speak up and to tell about their experiences because because let's say because they're stronger and everything. Yeah, so that I think like we all need to like pay close attention in general to people who say that they experience something, not to like yeah, but not again like not to jump into conclusion about like the yeah, not to accuse anyone like let's say with false accusation or something like that. Like we should be really careful about speaking about such things, but again like yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Sorry.
I'm so
Sorry for
sorry,
talking so
y'all.
much. I'm gonna shut up now.
I want to hug you. Like I want to hug you so much. Like you were just 12. This is so fucking wrong. I hope you're okay now. This is not. Oh God.
Yeah, I'm
When
good now.
you
I'm
say
good now. Don't worry. I'm good. I'm good. Really.
And I
Yeah.
agree
yeah.
with you, Olga, like completely, because for sure, since those situations happen, I guess
Yeah.
less often with men than women, somehow, at least right now, those kind of that kind of thing that they happen less often, it even gives it more pressure for guys to speak about it, because not all the guys can relate, but the guys that went through that, they kind of feel that pressure of, I don't know, being ashamed to say that, okay, I was harassed as well, and like, okay, people wanted to take advantage of me or something like this. It's the fact that it's not that very, I don't know, the cases with harassment of girls, you can find it all over the media. Like people are talking about it all the time. But about the guys, not really. And it doesn't mean it doesn't happen, but somehow it creates the false impression that if a guy was harassed, he doesn't see any media articles about it, and he's like, okay, there must be something wrong with me. I'm gonna just stay silent about it. And this is just so wrong, because for sure, like what you just said with the silence, it's definitely very important to just like put all the cases on the surface, not only the women's cases, let's say.
Yeah.
That you're saying about cases. The case that I'm sorry, interrupting somebody. The case that is stuck in my mind is Johnny Depp and Amber. Do you guys know this case?
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, but I was about to say that, yeah, a man can experience that abuse. Yeah, if, like if you look to the Catholic guilts, like the crimes that price in church, they take advantage of young men. It's very common. So yeah, a man can experience that sort of abuse as well. Yeah, that's true. But again, the thing is when the people around you that witness that situation, they become silent. They somehow indirectly they send you a message that you are not allowed to cry out. That you should do the same and keep it for you. That's really sad.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, I wanted to just add an idea to what Margarita was saying about her friend. Like her friend was strong enough to go over it, to go through this, and like win in the situation. But honestly, I believe that it depends on the situation itself. When it's actually dangerous, when it actually can affect. Many areas of your life, or you physically, let's say that kind of boss would be very like physically aggressive or something like that, you shouldn't take it as a tool to improve yourself or go through life and go through difficulties. The only thing you do is escape from that thing and just try another thing in your life, not going to like without going into the stage of I'm gonna go through this, I'm a strong woman, I can do that. Well, if it actually basically threatens your life or your well-being, it's really a good choice, and it's not a coward choice to just go away. That's just an
And
Yes, I
I guess it
totally
also
agree with
depends on
you,
the.
Gary.
Sorry, Mustafa. You can go.
Yes, you can go, IK.
So I was just saying that it also depends on the company culture and also society. Like for example, in Germany, usually if you have companies, they have all the like departments where you can report such incidents, even if it is a boss or someone. Like in my company, there is like a department and there are all women like who are listening to you, so that the women are like can talk easily, because I guess it's more comfortable to talk to a woman. So they put like in a department where you can report any kind of such behavior, even if it is your manager or boss, so that nobody can like if he's doing it, you don't have to just like fight for it. You the person who is doing should also get punished. It's not just like you stay in a job and while the other one person will just get away. So this is also not correct. So that's why I guess it depends on the society also. Like for example, now I was raised in Pakistan where it is completely different, and as compared to now I'm living like 5 years in Germany, especially in Munich. What I have observed, or like I cannot say my observation, what I'm saying, that listening the experience of my friends, female friends, they feel more safe here as compared to other places. Like I'm talking about sexually, feel less harassment here as compared to their own countries. I am not talking about they were from different countries. Like I am talking about there was a one, my friend, very good friend. She was from Manchester, UK, and she told me, Akib, like I feel more secure here walking at night as compared to my own city in Manchester. And she said, like, I guess it depends on the environment where people just start behaving and just accepting it. Okay, this is not okay. Because I have seen that the young boys growing up and they think it's like kind of culture that you do it as a fun to harass someone, there's catcalling and all doing these things. And when you teach and you give a proper education that this is not okay doing even catcalling at night or just following someone just for fun or with some friends, that's where the problem lies, because they just get carry away then all their life in doing this because they believe that they can just get away from it. So if someone is doing it, of course you have to take a stand and you should not go back and you should not leave. But at the same time, the person who is doing it should get punishment, so that or some kind of treatment that he should remember it, that it's not that if I do this, I will not get away.
Yes, I totally agree. Given the solution lies in given the education and also the punishment when someone take that sort of attitude on someone else.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys, I'm
exactly. Like
gonna
as I
What?
go
told
out.
to Margarita, like your friend was strong, but I also believe that like the person who was doing it in a perfect society, he should also get punished. This is the this is the good way to go.